honey bunnies, welcome back. It's me, Jenny. How is all my friends doing today? Okay, I am on a roll, honey. I just finished doing a video for you guys on how to create these really pretty, lovely ATC cards. So as we're speaking right now, the video is uploading and doing its thing, right? So I'm gonna show you guys how to do these really pretty ATC cards. Now on the video I showed you how to put this together, but after the video was finished I went back and I put some other little details, which is like buttons, like here, like these little buttons. I didn't actually do that on camera. I did that afterwards because I found these beautiful buttons. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna add them in. And like this one, I added this button. So if you guys want to see like the finished actual look, see, I added that button. If you want to see the actual finished look, I will be Instagramming this. So follow me on Instagram. My Instagram account is at the bottom. I think there's a link that will take you directly to it. And there's also a link in the right hand corner of my main YouTube page. Okay? Okay, so since I'm like in such a mood to craft, I said to myself, you know what? I'm gonna give my babies today 2 videos instead of 1. And my babies meaning you guys, okay? So I'm gonna show you how to make this really beautiful heart tag. I love it. I love it. I know I say that I'm obsessed with everything, but I'm obsessed with these tags. Look how beautiful this heart tag is. Isn't that just gorgeous? So simple to make. Now, what I like about these tags is that you can use them for so many things. Birthdays, weddings, parties for like a baby shower, a party for someone to get well soon, anything. It could be used for anything. So yeah, let's make these together, yes? Okay, what do you need for this video, for this tutorial? Well, you know, you can really kind of work around what you have. I'm using some buttons that you see here. I'm using some ribbon that you see here. And then we're going to use the main reason why we're doing this, which is the book pages. Now, I know what your #1 question is. Jenny, how am I gonna get a heart shape template? And I have an answer for you, my friends. You remember in my videos where I showed you guys where I keep all my holidays or seasonal little goodies separate from my regular crafting items? Well, go to your Valentine's Day section. Look for a heart sticker. Look for something that has a heart shape. And make yourself a template. That's exactly what I did. I went into my little Valentine's Day little section. I found this heart sticker that I got at Target last year. I took one of these hearts and I made myself a template, okay? Very simple. Do not drive yourself nuts. No need to. Once you get your template, make sure you put a little bit like a sample or something so that you know that this is a template for you to use for future. Because I have to tell you, we might have to use this for a Christmas series. Can you imagine making a heart tag out of like music notes? That sounds good, right? I think I like that idea. So save your template for future videos that we might do, or future tutorials that we might do, and create yourself a heart template out of this, okay? How do you do this? Very simple. Just put your template around your book pages, use pencil, draw it around, and cut it out. That's all I did. I didn't do anything special, okay? That's all. So once we have that settled, let's move this out of the way. Okay, once we have a heart template cut out, you're going to distress the edges with simple ink. Doesn't matter which one. It doesn't have to be fancy. Any ink will do. Just go around your heart and just ink the edges because it's going to give it a really pretty look. See that? Now, what I'm using to decorate my tag is, no surprise, it's no surprise. You know how much I am obsessed with this Tim Holtz little ephemera pack. So I took out some butterflies, which I already have here, okay, on the side, to decorate my heart tag. And I also bought this little set of paper flowers while I went a few weeks ago to Tuesday morning, and I thought this would be perfect to use in this tutorial. So I'm going to use this one and I'm going to use this one, okay, in our tutorial. The rest of the little flowers I can use on another project. Again, we have the buttons, we have the ribbons here. I have this I don't know what you call this. This is just some folk flowers that I like to buy at Michael's during like the Christmas season, because they have like these picks that are really, really pretty and you can kind of tear them apart. So I like these picks. So I'm going to use some of these little, see how it has like even like crystal little balls and just like little pretty things. So I'm going to use some of these to incorporate in my heart tag. Okay, you ready? You ready to get started? Very good. So what I did here with this one, I added a piece of tulle on the side to give it that really prettiness look to it, right? So how do I do that? The tulles usually come in a little circle, right? You get these at like the wedding section in Michael's. You also get these at the party section. A lot of the times the Dollar Tree has them. Most of the crafting stores have this. Now the reason why I like this one is because if you see, the edges have gold in them. You can find gold, you can find multicolors, you can even find silver. I've seen them in Michael's. So what I do is when I get this circle, I like to cut it in half, and then that half I turn it like this and cut this in half. So that's gonna give you 4 little, see, like that. And you're gonna get 4 of these little pieces where you can use for 4 of your heart tags or any other project. That's basically all I do, okay? Once you get your little square or your little triangle, because this is actually a triangle, you're going to prep it so that you can attach it to your heart. How are you going to prep it? Very simple. I like to get the corner, see the pointy corner? I put it to the center of the tool. Then I get this part and I start squishing, 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 squishing. You should get something like this. See that? Now, how are you going to hold that together? Very simple. I like my hot glue. No secret there. I like to add a little bit of hot glue. Now you got to be careful because you will burn yourself if you're not careful with this, okay? And I like to squish a little bit at a time. Okay? That's done already. Take a little bit of hot glue and I'm going to squish this side because this side needs some squishing. Okay? Just like that. And then I'm going to add more hot glue, and you're just going to continue squishing. And you can do a lot of squishing with the hot glue because remember, tulle is very light, so, and very like it goes through very easily. So you don't really need a lot of glue to kind of position your tulle how you want it, okay? Keep that in mind. And then you're going to create something like this. Now you can always go back. I don't like the way that looks, so you can always go back and fix it. See? Just like that. See that? And you should get, here, let's fix that. Little pointy right here. There you go. You should get something like this. See that? This is a little tiny little, like a squishy thing that you can kind of maneuver however you want. There's many ways of doing this. This is the way I do it. You don't have to do it that way. So here, I have 2 ready for me to use so that I can save some time, right? Because I don't want to make this video super long. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to add your little, oh, let me pull you in closer so you can see this. Okay. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to add your little tool that we created, okay? And you're going to add it to the side of your heart, wherever you want. Keep in mind that we're going to add the flower on top of it, so you want to make sure that you add it in a spot where you don't mind if the flower is right on top. Okay, so I'm going to add my tool right there. Okay, that's one. And then the second one that I have here, I'm going to add it the same way. Roughly right there. The greatest thing about the tool is that you can always play around with it. If you think it's too big, then you can always go back and squish some more and just add hot glue. That's the greatest thing about the tool. Okay, now we have that settled. We're going to add our flowers, right? So I'm going to add my flowers down. Now, don't add your flowers, add some glue to the center of your flower. Don't add it all around the flower, okay? Just the center, because you might want to tuck in some things in the back of the flower, okay? So just add the center of the flower, just add a little bit of glue, just so that you can secure it. But don't do it all around the flower. We'll do that later. We want to make sure that we have enough real estate to put and tuck things in, okay? So now that you have your flower all ready, see how you like it. Do you like it? Do you think this is too big? You want to make it a little bit smaller? I think I want to make this a little bit smaller. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue to the back. And I'm going to use my scissors, and I'm going to kind of tuck this in like that. See that? That's why it's so forgiving. Tool is so forgiving. Tuck it in like that. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Add a little bit of hot glue, and I'm going to kind of like just tuck in like that. See? That right there to me looks perfect. See that? I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm going to tuck it in a little bit because I think it's a little too big. I don't like my tool too big because, you know, I don't want it to overpower the stuff that I'm putting around it. You know what I mean? So if I can make it a little bit smaller, I would definitely do that. Not to mention that the tag is not that big, so you don't want all these like stuff to be bigger than your tag. Okay, all right, there you go. So I tucked it in, not too much, but I tucked it in enough that I like the way it looks right now. We are going to later on secure it, but for now this is perfect. Okay, so what else are we going to add to our tag that I added here? Some greenery. I love this greenery. I think it's beautiful. Please don't use your good scissors. I think that the best thing you can use for this is what do you call it, like flower nippers or whatever. Please don't use just your good scissors. I'm actually using this scissor that that is supposed to be for kitchen, but I do not recommend you to use your good scissors because you're going to ruin them. So what I'm going to do is I have this little greenery right here that I kind of really like. So I'm going to cut this, and I'm going to cut this, and then I like these little gems. So I'm going to cut it. It actually comes in with like a little wire. Do you see the wire? Don't cut the wire because that wire is going to help us wrap it around some of this greenery that we're going to also add. So you want to make sure you have enough wired. See? Like that. Okay? And then go back and see if you find a greenery that you like. I like this one. So I'm going to cut this one out. Please don't use your good scissors. See? That one, and we're going to use the yellow one. Okay. There goes the yellow one. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to wrap, since it has wires already, I like to wrap this little like gem or whatever, and I like to wrap it around the little greenery that I just cut out, and I just wrap it around like this, very simple, to create like a little bundle. See that? I'm gonna do the same thing with the green one. I'm just gonna wrap it around, and the wire, it helps you kind of wrap it around, which is great. See, you get a little bundle like that. This little bundle we're going to tuck in back here. Okay, so how we're going to tuck this in? Maybe I want to tuck this in like that. See, like right there. That would look nice. Yes. Yes. So let's add some hot glue. And you can maneuver this around because it's wired, so that's perfect too. So we're going to tuck this back here. Just like that. You can actually move it around if you want. See that? Beautiful, right? If you want to move it around, you can. Okay, let's do the same thing with this one. Tuck this in there. And then I'm going to add this little greenery just to give it some nice, you know, nice little greenery look to it, right? Now where are we going to add the greenery? I don't know. Maybe here. Tucked in here. That looks pretty right there. See that? Or you can also come down here and put the greenery if you want to kind of balance it out. We can do that. Let's put the greenery down here so we can kind of balance it out. You have some greenery in the top and then you have some greenery in the bottom. And that actually looks pretty cute. See that? Okay, let's do the same thing with this one. And guess what? We're almost done with this project. We need a few more little things and then we're done. I'm going to tuck this down here. See that? Perfect. That looks pretty. Okay, very nice. So what we're going to do next? Let's add our butterfly. We can always save this for another project. So let's put this here. So now we're going to add our butterflies. So where are we going to put our butterflies? I don't know, but we shall see. Maybe we can put our butterflies here if I want. See that? Right there. That's cute. Maybe we can put this butterfly here if you want. Maybe like this. That's also really cute. You see that right there? Can you guys see? Let's do that. Let's put the butterfly there. Because the space is a little bit empty anyway. See that? So let's give it some prettiness to it. Let's put a nice little butterfly on that little section. See that? Already, look how pretty this tag looks. These butterflies are beautiful. I'm going to use this butterfly for this tag. I kind of like squish the butterfly a little bit so it looks like it's kind of flying. And I'm going to add this butterfly right there. Right there. Perfect. We're almost done, guys. Almost done. The last thing is I want to add some buttons because here I added some pretty buttons and I also added some pretty bows. So let's add the bows. I already made these bows in advance so I saved some time. And let's add some pretty buttons. So I have some really nice buttons in here that I kind of picked out from my leftover button that I had. Nothing fancy or anything. I just kind of went with the colors because I'm trying to kind of coordinate a little bit with the colors. So whatever looks good to you, like that looks nice to me right there. And maybe like this green one that looks pretty right there. I can probably do something like that. Over here, maybe we can do like a bigger green. Like this is a nice green, but you can't really see it. So let's go for a smaller green. That looks pretty right there. And then maybe a smaller one, like this one. I'm kind of liking maybe the gray. Yeah, I like the gray. I think that's better. See that? You can't really see it, can you? But I'll show you up close in a second, okay? So I've decided to add these two to this one. And I decided to add these two to this one, okay? I'll show you up close in a second. I'm just going to add some hot glue. And I'm going to put this how I think it would look nice. And I'm going to add some hot glue to the little one. And do the same thing. Okay. And that's going to look really pretty. See that? Can we show you up close? See the buttons, how pretty they look there? Two different buttons. I like that, right? And it kind of goes with the little greenery. That looks pretty. All right, let's do the other one. This button is a little bit bigger, but the space that I have here, it's a little bit bigger too. So it kind of makes sense. And I'll show you up close. Oops. That's the only thing I hate about hot glue is all these like strings of glue. Kind of drive me nuts. Okay, let's try one more time. I'm gonna add this right here. That looks pretty there too. See there? Can you see how pretty that looks? This one and this one. Beautiful, right? Lovely. Okay, perfect. So now the only thing we're gonna do is we need to put a little hole in the little corner right here so we can hang the string from, right? So I have this punch that I got, I think I got this, I want to say at AC Moore or maybe Michael's, I'm not sure. It's been a very long time. The thing I like about this punch is it punches a little heart. I seen this in Michael's. Maybe this is a different color. Maybe this is like a blue color. But they do have these in Michael's. I think what collection may have some of these. So it punches out a heart. So I thought it would be appropriate to use this. But listen, don't drive yourself nuts. If you have a regular punch, use that too, okay? So I'm gonna make a little heart punch right here. And it just makes like a little heart punch. You see that? It's cute. It's cute, but not necessary, okay? Yes, it's adorable because it does like a cute little heart, but it's not necessary. Use the regular one if you want. Okay, now we're gonna put our ribbon through the little hole that we just created, and then we're almost done. The only last thing I gotta do is add some little bows to my little heart tag, and then we're basically done. Okay, there goes one tag. See that? And let's do this one. I love making these tags. They're just so beautiful and so, like, it looks like it took you 4 hours to make this tag. I'm not even kidding you. It looks like it takes so much time to create this tag. But you see, we made it in less than half an hour, okay? Less than half an hour we created this tag. So it really doesn't take that long. And I do talk a lot. So minus the talk, it probably will be less. So there you go. There's that pretty ribbon that I put there. And now all I gotta do is just add my little bows that I created out of the same ribbon. And I'm just gonna add them roughly by where the flower is. So you see my little flower right here? That's where I'm going to add my bow, right there in the flower section. Right there. See? And that gives my bow such a pretty look. You see that? How pretty that looks? Right, nice, I like that. Okay, let's add this one to the other tag. Okay. And we're gonna add this one. Yeah, right there. Right there. And we're done. Make sure you take the little glue strings. And that's how we create this really beautiful tag, guys. You see how simple this was? Look at these tags. Can you imagine somebody receiving these tags? They're gonna be like, oh my God, those tags are beautiful. I don't know if you can better see it like this. Can you better see it like that? I'm not sure. Let me see. Look at that. Look how gorgeous these tags turned out. I mean, literally in seconds. We did this in less than half an hour, guys. Less than half an hour. And this is the one that I did off camera. I kind of really love this one because of this little peachy color button. But overall, I mean, all of them turned out absolutely lovely, to be honest with you. I think they look beautiful. I really do. I think that somebody who receives this is going to be like, oh my God, you made these tags? That's absolutely gorgeous. You can literally frame these tags. That's how beautiful they are. Okay, I hope you like this video. Make sure you thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Tell me what you guys think about these, I don't want to call it series, but these book tag videos. I think you guys like them. I think you guys like them. I think it's official, right? My very first tag video that I did incorporating these book pages, it gives me the vibe that you guys really love these videos. So as long as you guys keep liking and, you know, letting me know that you like them, I'm going to keep on giving them to you. So have fun. Please have fun making these adorable tags. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your comments. And make sure you stop by my Instagram so you can see more lovely pictures like this. You're going to also be seeing another video that I'm going to do for you guys. Creating these ATC little beautiful cards, okay? Again, stop by my Instagram account so you can see the finished look to everything. Guys, I love you. Have a fantastic weekend, and thank you so much for your support, honeys. Please be safe out there, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.